This is gonna sound so weird, but I am literally the best bedmate.
Back in my day.
Alright, here we are. Welcome to the Back in My Day podcast.
So,
We have a special episode today. We probably have the best set that we've ever been in.
and one of the worst mic setups we've ever had.
Yes, I agree. Actually, the worst mic
Hold
setup.
the mic like there.
The worst mic setup.
It's still good. It's still good. Wait.
off. Oh,
Hello.
wait, no, it's going.
Okay,
Hello.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're going.
We're good. Okay, so today, where are we?
We're on
where the-
Hurricane Ridge.
Where the heck are we?
Oh, we
Because
there's wind. Hang on.
so we should yeah. I'd say when we talk, just hand the mic, over. So we are in Hurricane Ridge on a backpacking trip. We have some other people that are with us. They'll make some appearances later on. Zapiron members.
Zebruta and Cucumber.
I think they are manning the camera right now.
What are you doing?
Can you I don't want to be rude, but could you leave for 20 minutes
Or
Yep.
30.
or forever? It's sad because this all goes in. I'm putting this in.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, today, in good fashion with the sunset behind us and just this gorgeous view, we're going to be talking about
Camping stories. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bum.
camping stories. So, it all started back in my day. Once again, I don't have, I have one, but it's not, I feel like you're going to outshine me. So, how about, I started us off last time, because you,
Do you want to start off?
No, listen.
I have a few, but I don't know exactly what I want to
Okay, I'll start, but I'm just saying, at the toy episode, we should start doing this, because the toy episode, you started, then it was me, and then it should be you, so we'll just alternate, but today I'll take it. So, this is technically camping, but there's this place, Fort Flagler, that my family really like to go on, and it's basically, Fort Flagler is an abandoned military base, that used to be in use. It's not anymore. It's been shut down for 50 years or so. So, really cool hiking spots, but, it's right next to this, it's right next to the this big body of water, the Puget Sound, huge, super famous, and, the side of it are these sand cliffs, and these sand cliffs are gorgeous. They're tall, but they weren't far enough that you could jump off of them into the water, let alone the water was too shallow. So what me and my cousins would do, because our families would always go to Fort Flagler, is we would jump off the top of the cliffs and just fall on the sand.
How tall was that?
I'm talking 10 feet. Not tall, but if you
yeah.
straight onto sand.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that.
It was tons of fun, but it's also probably not the safest decisions, but when you're in a spot like that, you really don't have anywhere, anything else to do, but that's also the first place to learn to ride a bike. Did you hear that voice crack?
Yes, I did. And so did the audience.
I'm going through something. I swear.
Going through puberty, sure.
Because you hear my voice. If you go
You're never going to have a voice as deep as mine.
on his channel, Snow Much Fun, because that was the episode where I was mostly... Bro, I swear, I'm not trying to do
that's
it.
That's the second time today he's done that.
But what I'm
Which both of them are on camera right now.
what I'm trying to say is Snow Much Fun. My voice is so
different.
But my voice is it was, and then, wow, how things have changed, right? So yeah, Fort Flagler. I'll tell some more stories about that later. But
I'll go.
do you have one?
Yeah. So here.
I don't want to give the mic yet. Okay, no.
All right. Yeah, I'm just testing to make sure this is working. So the first time that I went camping, it was with my parents, my cousin. You know her as Sesnick. She's on the Realm. She was in my Iceland video, and Zebruda, my younger brother. I was probably about 7. Sesnick was like 9, and Zebruda was like 5. We wanted to collect a bunch of moss for the campfire, and we asked ourselves, what is the name for the unit of measurement of a piece of moss? What do I call it? We decided on the name butt, so we called them moss butts. We would grab moss butts from the tree. Yes.
What is that equal in like kilogram?
We didn't. It's just like a clump.
Like a handful?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that depends on how big hands you have. That was fun though. We thought that was so funny, but then we would have got used to it, and then we just kind of kept using that. So like if one of us today just said, "Oh, I'm gonna go get some moss butts," which we never do because it's not great to build campfires with, but if someone said, "I'm gonna go get some moss butts," it would just be like, okay, they're going to get some moss. It's just like a normal thing now.
So you threw the moss in the fire. Like, what did it do? I mean,
it just kind of burned up.
I feel like moss is like very like wet. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that would be great for fire.
Yeah, it wasn't great for the fire, but it still worked a little bit. Do you have any more stories? I'll pass it back to you.
It's sad that you asked, do you have any more stories? We've been going for, the only thing is I like, we're filming on the GoPro.
The audio is coming from my phone.
So the reason we keep doing this is because here on the microphone there's a red thing that indicates it's recording. It's so hard to see in the sun, so I just have to keep looking at it. But I like this because we're recording on the GoPro, recording from the phone, so that we could see. It actually shows us how long we've been gone. So if we keep yapping, it's like 7 minutes. This is the same thing, this quality, that we filmed school day.
Actually, no. The mic quality is worse on school day.
I know. This is better quality than school day. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but yeah, back to camping. I know I have some other stuff. Why do I don't come prepared? I write my thoughts down, but I forget them. I guess I'll share something while I'm just like thinking. While we're here, I think we're also planning on dropping another Isaac film short later. This wind. I don't know how bad this wind is, but we purposely sat this way to block it. Yeah, I guess I could share. Let me think. Oh, so I went camping at this one place, and but this is gonna be a fishing story because it was right across from a river. I got on the river with my dad, and I've never caught trout before. Never caught lake trout. Never caught river trout. Anything like that. So he takes me there. We bring like a very bad rod. We don't bring a cooler or anything because we don't expect to catch anything. So when we go there, first cast, I caught something. Caught this huge, and I didn't know what it was. I thought I snagged the bottom because it was so quick. And I'm like, Dad, I think I have a fish on. And fish, literally, this massive, like 15-pound trout. And like, I don't know, you don't fish a lot, but 15 pounds.
Yeah,
that's a no. It's like yeah, about that. But it's a big fish, huge fish. So I was like, holy crap! I don't think this rod could do it because it was like a really cheap, like $30 rod. So I'm reeling it in. The rod breaks. I'm reeling it in halfway, and the rod literally snaps in half. So I really quickly grab the other hand because it has the line. Yeah. So I'm just like, I'm grabbing the line, pulling it in. I literally, that poor trout. I dragged him because the river. It was a very rocky river. Yeah. So I dragged it across all the rocks. I got a really sick photo of it. Here it is. I'll put it in post. Here it is.
Did you
It's
did
it's
you eat it? Did it taste good?
No, I told you I didn't bring a cooler. We couldn't keep it.
No.
There was no way to keep it. But I will say this. Super muddy. You can see the mud here because of it's like dragged onto the shore. It lived, but I was so shocked, and that was probably a year and a half ago, 2 years ago.
That was only 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I was imagining you were like 7 years old or something.
No, I was like 11, maybe 10 actually. I think it might have been like
That would have been before COVID.
no, I think it was. Yeah, I think it might have been before COVID. My concept of time is bad.
All right.
And that was also the first time I ever I swam in the super cold water. That was the coldest water I ever swam in.
All right. Well, I have another story.
Is it good? Is it
Yes,
good?
it's good. It's a good story.
Okay, I'm handing the mic back.
So, this is my first time backpacking. I was probably 9, and it was a one-night backpacking trip. It was actually to here. It wasn't to this specific camp spot, but it was to another place kind of down there, Moose Lake. Yeah.
First time backpacking.
We went, when you're at the start, there's 2 ways to go. Then you go the way that we didn't go today, and then you go down straight to Moose Lake.
Yeah.
And we just spent one night there, and we hiked back up. That was my first camping trip. I went with my parents, my little brother, Epic E, Seznik, and Epic E's dad. And we got to the campsite. Okay, so before we got to the campsite, before we started, we went to McDonald's. And this was when some Incredibles movie was coming out. I haven't seen it, so I don't know
Incredibles 2?
It was probably Incredibles 2.
You've still not seen it. It's been like 6 years.
I don't know. I don't really watch animated kids movies. I usually watch
So you grew up with very violent movies?
No. I grew up with
Like Lego Movie and that?
the Lego Movie. That's animated. But I grew up with the Lego movies and SpongeBob. And yeah.
Is that your story?
No. So we got the Incredibles toys. We got Epic E got a Jack, and then me, Zebruda, and Seznik, we all got Dash.
What are the odds of that? But maybe they only had 2 kinds of
Yeah.
toys, because I know they do that.
Yeah, we all got Dash, so we decided we are going to torture these guys. So the first Dash, I don't remember what happened to the other 2. I think we kept one safe for a while. But one of them, the most memorable one, is we ripped off his legs
Oh my God.
and we buried him in the snow patch at the beginning of the hiking.
He's not there anymore.
No, we took him out the next day as we came back up. But
Where is he now?
I don't know. Epic E's Jack suffered a far worse fate. Epic E mauled him with a rock at the campsite. Literally just
They should have tossed him because they can't have campfires here, but they told me just this massive rock just shucked
he just
it.
no. He was whacking it like this. And on that same trip, another story from the same trip. I'm giving it back to you after this. I'm just saying it because it's relevant. We had this one campsite. It was campsite 3, I believe. It was next to we went into the woods a little bit to explore, and we found this it was a rock slide that had already slid, but it was a rock staircase. It was perfect. So we walked up the staircase, and we found this cool opening in the trees. It was a room. So we decided that this was going to become our secret hideout. And for short, we would call secret hideouts SH, secret hideout. It's like a shh, don't tell anyone, but also SH as in secret hideout.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get
Yeah.
it. I get it.
And then we went up a little bit more. And we climbed up all of these trees and stuff. And we found the coolest thing. There was this rocky ledge, and then there was just a cliff overlooking a river and a lot of the mountains. And there was this one rock that was shaped like a chair. It was shaped like a big chair. So I remember it was just me and Seznik, but we just sat out on the chair rock, and that was so cool. Just looking at the scenery from the edge of a cliff when you're what 9? That it's so cool. I'll give it back to you.
I don't think I can top that. I probably should have been thinking of more stories, shouldn't I, while you were doing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would have been. Yeah, that's what I was doing when you were talking.
So, yeah, knowing that, cue one up. Let me think. Can I say hiking stories too?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I got a really funny one. Wisconsin, the place known for the absolute opposite thing than hikes, right? It's known for farmland and cheese, and there's nothing there. But there is this one place called I think it's called Hell's Gate or something. No, Devil's Lake is what it's called, and it was supposed to be just like an easy 3-mile hike round trip, and it was I was visiting family, so it was me, some of my cousins, aunts, uncles, sister, brother, and yeah, we're going around the lake. It's fine, but then it starts to like go uphill, and it's like, I know uphill is normal, but we've gone uphill for like 2 miles, and I think we're going further and further away, and we actually went on the wrong hike. So there's like hikes, like there are like how there's ski things. There's like Black Diamond hikes, and there's like those ones, the blue ones. And I was young. I was like 6. Supposed to go on like a green, like the easiest one, and we ended up taking a wrong turn and going to the black. So this is like,
how long did you go before you realized?
3 miles, because we were like, hold on, we're still rising and we're going absolutely, we should have been over by then, but I just, we were too far, decided to continue, and it was brutal. I mean, there was the one thing vividly remember, there's this super famous thing in it called the Hell's Gate or something, the Devil's Door, and it's this rock formation that it's like Stonehenge basically. It's literally like, imagine the Nether portal. Imagine that, but just stone. So it's literally like a rectangle. Some maniac, and I'm scarred from this, because some maniac climbs on top of it, hangs off the side, and mind you, it's like off the side of a cliff.
Wait, was it like an adult?
It was like a 23 year,
So it's
like a 23-year-old.
Cliff, right?
Yeah. So like,
okay.
Nothing's. If he falls, he dies. And he's like probably 23, fresh out of college, and he's like hanging from the door. His feet are just off it. They're facing
Was he on like the top part or the bottom part?
The top.
Okay.
Oh, was he? I can't remember actually.
Because I feel like it would be scarier if you were on the bottom, because if you were on the top, you could have the chance to
He
fall.
might have actually been at the bottom. I can't remember. But so we continued, and I remember I knew for sure my uncle had no idea where we were going, because we ended up on the road. And when I say road, I mean like city road. No idea where we are. So we just stay close to the trail and eventually find this other trail that connects back. We take that, and we ended up getting near this like ice cream shop. So our uncle kind of got us one to like, console us, So get that. It's been like 7 miles, haven't seen it yet. And finally, after about 2 miles more of trekking, we finally saw it. It ended up being, was supposed to be like a 3-mile hike, ended up being probably a 10-mile hike for a 6-year-old on a Black Diamond hike. So it's the same thing with my dad. He's also pretty bad at directions. I'll tell you that after this, but
Hello. This is a story that I've probably told. I probably told it in a few episodes ago, but it's relevant, so I'm going to. My hike to Machu Picchu, which I've already told. But
wait, that was
it's a good
2 years ago?
2 years ago, 2022.
Man, that is weird.
Yeah. So it was Machu Picchu. The stairs were like this steep. More than 90-degree angles. No, they were 90 degrees, but they were taller than they were wide. And it was miles and miles of that. Sorry, there are mosquitoes around here. And
You can hear those on the microphone.
I can't hear them, probably not. So we didn't know this at the time, but I had COVID. And it wasn't like the COVID that some people get, where it's like, No, you don't
I don't feel
notice.
symptoms.
But I had the full extent, and I'm, vaccinated, but you can still get it bad. I had it where it's like you don't want to get out of bed and you feel like your legs don't work. And I had to hike like 40 miles over 4 days with that. But hardest hike I've ever gone on because of that, but it was fun.
Okay, I actually thought of one. I have
Good.
one. So this was at Point Defiance, also a hike because I have more hiking stories. Super rainy day, like insanely wet, and it's my brother, my sister, me, my dad. My mom was in. I don't remember where my mom was, but she wasn't with us that day. So we're hiking through Point Defiance, and we did the same hike so many times, except this. So it's like a 4 mile hike, but except this time, we took a wrong turn, and we ended up. I don't even know where we were. I think we were in some like weird back road, and my dad was so lost, and I think that's the first time we ever actually relied on a compass to find where we are, because there's no service.
Compass, really?
Yeah, there was no service, and we remembered because Point Defiance is I think it's west, more west,
Yeah.
and we knew we've been if we kept going more north, because we were on the opposite side, we were on the south side. If we kept going north, we would line back up at the trail. I don't know what the hell was wrong with my dad's compass, because his logic was completely off. That got us even more lost. So I can't remember how we got out. I just know that we were stuck for like an additional hour and a half, and we eventually got out. But to this day, we will not let my dad live down. I'm not letting you lead so anymore. And every time we're at these hikes, we're like, "Dan, you sure you know the way? You sure?" And that's always funny. He hates it. It's so funny every time. Yeah, and we still do that hike to this day, and we don't get lost on it anymore, and nobody cares about compasses. Do you actually know how to use a compass?
Like how? Like, I know how to use it. I know how to find north.
Okay.
Like what do you mean by knowing how to use it?
Do you know how to use a compass?
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel
that's all you gotta
like
say.
it's pretty self-explanatory.
I was in the Boy Scouts.
I was not in the Boy Scouts, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just hold it like this, and then the arrow points north. Okay, so I have one more story. Maybe I'll think of more, but I'm just going chronologically.
We need to ask the other.
Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
when we're out of stories, we'll ask them, because we need time.
So, it was this year actually, a few months ago, at the beginning of this summer. I was hiking in a place called the West Coast Trail, which is in BC, Canada, on the island.
Oh,
you know what I'm going to talk about. So it was 3 nights and 4 days on the first day. I mean, it's super hard hike. It's basically just parkour over mud for miles.
Mm.
You're lucky to be going 1 kilometer per hour. And we would get up, we'd leave camp at like 9:10 normal time, even a little earlier sometimes, and we'd get at the campsite at like 9 p.m. So we'd be hiking for like 12 hours. They're being kind of loud over there. I hope you guys can't hear them. So it was, we didn't expect that it would be this long, but it was. And we stopped at there was another guy's campsite along the way, and we stopped there because we needed dinner, and we were hungry, and my dad was making dinner. And the guy whose campsite it was comes out, and we came up with a nickname for him afterwards, and his nickname was Nasty Pants, because, yeah, that's okay.
All right, come here. Hey, you guys, come here.
I'd actually like to take credit for the name.
Come here.
Okay,
Come here.
guys, you guys can come on the
We
podcast.
welcome.
All right, no, they have to act like old people.
You
Get
have to
out.
act like old people.
You have to act like old
the
people.
tradition.
That's the tradition.
The
New people have to act like old people.
But I am old.
Come here.
Yeah, exactly. Your back hurts.
It's the Back in My Day podcast. There you go.
He's fallen and he can't get up.
Your turn.
It's me.
Are you trying to
Are
be
you
faceless?
not gonna show your face?
I'm not showing.
Are you showing your face?
You already showed your face in the video.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay, well, Cucumber,
I'm here.
Zebruda, welcome.
Who is
We are
totally
just
here.
discussing.
I'd actually.
Nasty pants.
I would like to
So
take.
nasty pants. I'll stand up for this. Hold the microphone.
Just gotta make sure.
Okay, so he
I'll
goes.
hold
Okay,
it,
actually, I'll hold it.
Let me hold the mic.
It's long enough. He comes up to my mom and my aunt who were there, and his legs are far apart, and
Yeah, his legs are-
he's standing like this,
his legs
and he
are-
says, "Hey guys," and he's coming. It's like a trail like this. He's coming from the other direction. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh man, that was so hard. And then my mom and my aunt were like, "Is it really?" They were kind of scared, because they were.
It's like-
And he was like, yeah, it's so hard. You ain't seen nothing yet. He said, you ain't seen nothing yet. So many times in the conversation.
I know, like.
That's like half of the things that he say. Oh, it's so hard. You ain't seen nothing yet.
You ain't seen
What
nothing
you've
yet.
done so far, that's
Yeah, tell me about the
Yeah, and
Facebook
he
group.
kept-
and then
Wait, can I
and then
have
my mom and my aunt were like, yeah, have you done this trail before? No. Well, then how do you know that? I'm on a Facebook group. I'm on a Facebook group. You ain't seen nothing yet. And then
seen nothing yet, boy.
Yeah.
so
And another.
yeah, wait, I'm not done with nasty
Why are we
pants.
all standing? Sit down.
Sit down.
Sit down.
I'm standing because I'm doing this.
Make some room.
And that was so funny. So we nicknamed him Nasty Pants because he kind of looked like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid
No.
character, Nasty Pants.
No, I would name him
That's
Nasty.
a diary.
I remember naming him Nasty Pants because I said at one point he said we were in for a nasty surprise.
Oh.
Yeah, but also he did kind of have the Nasty Pants build. If you don't know who Nasty Pants is, he's a character from.
picture of Nasty Pants.
Yeah.
Nasty pants.
He's a. s-
Also,
Right
I have
here.
a drawing. I drew Nasty Pants. So
Yeah.
Here it
That is also right there.
Cool.
He's this
I don't
little.
know what these guys are talking about. They're just putting their fingers in the air like something's gonna pop
In
up.
editing, you're gonna.
What?
I'm not editing what you just.
Oh, okay. Okay, here you go.
No, it's my turn.
Wait. We made Nasty Pants lore.
Yeah,
We made Nasty Pants lore.
Oh, no, here.
Wait, hang on. Is it still going?
Yes.
Good, it's still going. Let's read the Nasty Pants lore.
Save it on Google.
All right.
Oh boy.
He's a 50-year-old man from Michigan who's never left North America. He's Republican, slightly homophobic, and he says stuff like, "You better work hard on that field, boy, or someone will start thinking you're gay." Another thing, he kept calling his wife, who is there, the wife.
The wife.
So he divorced.
People do that.
No, they don't. He divorced.
Just the wife.
He divorced his first the wife when he had 2 kids with her because of his alcohol problems, and he
yeah.
was useless in taking care of the kids.
Wait, you didn't
Then-
tell him about the beer thing.
Then right, okay, I'll say it later. His alcohol problems, I assumed that he drinks a lot of alcohol because he kept showing a picture of beer on his phone. He said, "This is your reward for finishing it."
What kind of beer was it?
It was literally just like I don't know, it was just like a glass cup of beer.
Beer, just like the.
All right, so then 5 months later, he marries his second the wife, who is his old girlfriend from high school, and he drinks slightly less around her, and he has 3 kids with her. Nasty Pants now only gets drunk on Friday nights with his friends and spends the whole weekend recovering.
Whole weekend or week?
Weekend. He
He has a-
occasionally has 1 week relationships with someone at the pub, getting to a relationship while drunk on Friday, and the relationship ends next Friday while they're both drunk. And he does not remember about this when he's not drunk. And he's also, when he's drunk, he's really good at Hungry Hungry Hippos. He unironically uses Trump's mugshot as his Facebook profile picture.
Here it is.
And he watches war movies, certain that he could have been a war hero. But sadly, his ingrown toenail caused him unfit to join the military. His parents were huge smokers and died long ago of lung cancer. And he works at a construction company, and he's a regular at Home Depot. That is our Nasty Pants lore.
Wait, did you guys talk about the elk, the dishes thing?
That's our Nasty Pants lore.
Did you talk about the?
What elk dishes? I'll let you
Yeah.
tell.
So at one point, this is many years ago. It wasn't a backpacking trip. It was just a car camping trip. I think this might have been before we started doing backpacking trips. We were at this place, and I think it was like right as we were about to leave, this elk came up. Like, I think it was like they had like these water spigots, and some of our camping dishes were there, And for some reason, this gosh darn elk just starts taking the dishes. It just starts taking them. Like, we eventually got them back, because because it didn't really know what to do with them, but yeah, for a while it just kind of had them. It's kind of gatekeeping them. Like, everything went well, but it was kind of weird. Alright,
So, this whole thing is about camping stories.
Camping, hiking stories.
Exactly, yes.
We shared, so I'm gonna give you guys a chance. Do you have any story? Because you're a lot. Honestly, you were involved in a lot of the ones that he already shared. So,
Yes, I do have a couple.
all right, cucumber.
Okay, so there's this one time.
That was bad.
Please don't edit a rim shot. Please don't edit a rim shot in here.
I won't.
Okay, thank God. So I was at a camp one time for a school, right? And I was actually campmates with. I was cabin mates with Zabruda and a bunch of other friends. Like, I had a pretty stacked cabin, and here's some pro advice at a camp: don't fall asleep last, because when you fall asleep last, you have to tune in to what I call the snoring opera. Basically, since everybody snores differently, and they all snore at different intervals, they make different sounds, making it a snoring opera. And it's really hard to sleep when you're tuning in on the snoring opera.
I will admit, I may have been part of said.
Yes, Zabruda snores really, really loud.
Yeah.
I'm like the best.
I can play it on voice memo.
This is gonna sound.
Once we're done with this,
This is gonna sound so weird, but I am literally the best bedmate.
Excuse me?
You can put that as a.
that's going in the out of context.
That's what I thought, but it's like I don't snore. I've been told. I don't kick. I don't do anything.
You've been told.
We're in the same tent tonight, so he will verify.
I kick around sometimes. Like, I wriggle.
I
around
used to
in my
kick,
sleep.
but
am a
I did used to be a sleepwalker.
I don't snore though.
You, on the other hand, and we know.
I'm a really.
How can
restless
you
sleeper.
talk about it? You don't
You
know
were
that.
asleep.
No, I want. Wait.
What are you gonna do? A play-by-play of you sleepwalking?
I know what. I know the stories, and they're pretty good.
He knows them better though, cause he saw them.
No, he didn't. I don't think.
Some of them I haven't seen.
Yeah, but the fun. Can I?
We'll
Wait, I
get
know
to
this
that
is kind
after
of
I
off
finish my
topic, but
story.
can I,
Yeah, finish your
Yes.
story. Finish your story.
So what happens is I go to the bathroom, I start reading, I turn the light off, right? I mean on, right?
You're reading in the
Yeah.
bathroom.
Yes, I'm reading in the bathroom because there's nowhere else quiet and I can't turn the light on anywhere. But then when I'm done reading, I go back to bed. I'm about to fall asleep, but then this one kid, he has a nightmare and he screams really loudly. So then I'm immediately awoken right back up, and his dad was chaperoning, so we tried to calm him down. But then after that, I couldn't sleep for another 2 hours. So in total, I got like an hour and a half of sleep. And yeah, it was horrible. But jokes on Zabruda, he had to tune in to the opera the next night. And yes, I'm passing the mic.
I really hope I didn't take it up.
Okay, so I'm a huge sleepwalker. Like and when I do, it's always some really ridiculous things. So
Alright, just before you go any further, I
yes.
should mention that this is a camping episode.
yes,
So does this
So,
is this related with camping?
not really, but it's pretty funny.
If it's funny, we will proceed. If it's not, I'm cutting
It is pretty good. We've already talked about the time that I started rolling around and making fart noises during the.
Like, he was just laying on his bed and then for about 20 seconds he was going like this.
If
Like,
you
he
don't know, check out the Iceland video.
Yeah, check out his Iceland video.
like, he was turning like this, right?
Yeah, I was like
Check the
rolling over
Iceland
like
video.
a rotisserie
Yeah, look at
chicken.
look at
He was
his
he was
Iceland
rolling like
Yeah.
a rotisserie.
So
chicken.
so it was
What
the
are you dreaming about?
I don't
It
remember
wasn't,
any
like, real
dreams.
farts. It was
What
like
if no? You
he
were
was
dreaming
blowing
that you were a
raspberries.
rotisserie chicken, and that was like the sound of like
So-
the whir of
So apparently I do remember half of this story because for half of it I was half awake. So it was the day after I just like had a fever. At about 5 a.m. I walked up to my parents' room and I started frantically pacing around the room.
I know exactly what
talking
you're gonna
about
say.
how felt much better. And then my parents tried putting me back to bed because I was kind of asleep. And I don't remember this part, but for some reason I decided to turn into a philosopher. So as soon as I entered the room, I slammed my hand on the light switch, turning it on, and said, "Light is like how we treat our ideas."
No, you did not.
If
I
you said that.
That
I have-
actually sounds like something Isaac would do.
No. That's how
Yeah,
we
yeah.
treat our ideas.
Yeah, I've tried to decode whatever my unconscious brain was thinking, and I
Maybe
don't
if we
have
put
a
our
clue.
ideas
Are there
in
any
the
lab experiments as to like?
if we put
why
our
we
ideas
sleepwalk?
in the light,
I'm pretty
Dude,
sure.
I just lost the game.
it's
I just lost the game.
subconscious.
Don't tell them.
It's like
Hey,
subconscious.
no, I'm-
it's just
no,
our
no,
subconscious.
okay.
Well, while we're on the topic of sleepwalking, I have one thing to say.
I also have one thing to say.
Alright.
Rock paper scissors for.
Alright,
Okay,
alright,
hold
alright.
this. Wait, one and done.
Yeah, one and done.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
So this is really short. But one time, it was like 5 years ago. I don't know. But somehow, in the middle of the night, I managed to sleepwalk into my parents' master bedroom, into their bathroom, and I somehow managed to take a shower while sleeping.
You didn't wake up.
I didn't wake up. I didn't wake up.
No shot.
I don't know how, but no, I somehow managed to strip my clothes off, go into the shower, take a shower, shampoo, and then I took a towel and I dried myself off and I put my clothes back on, and then I went back to my room and fell back asleep.
How did you figure that out?
I don't know. No, my parents told me. Yeah, they said
That is
no.
insane.
They were just like, Cucumber, are you okay? Last night you took a shower. Like, were you conscious? Like,
Yeah. I'm just surprised it didn't like wake you up.
me too. Like with all the water.
So this one's kind of embarrassing. I'm gonna need someone to hold the mic for me in a second. But so this was just recently, and it's ironic because it was the exact same night I said, "It's weird. I haven't slept walk in a while." That very night, I did something super embarrassing. Thank God it wasn't on tape. But I'm asleep because we're in the hotel. We're in a hotel on my sister's college tour, and I need hold this, but keep it looking at me. So my sister's on a college tour. I'm in my bed, and I'm not joking. I'm gonna do exactly what I was told I did. I'm sleeping. And I fell back asleep. Apparently, in the middle of the night, I don't know what the heck this was. I was just like swimming or something.
How did you figure that out?
My parents told me.
You were in your room?
Hotel. He said it was
In a hotel, so they saw. And then another time, I loved the Diamond Minecart when I was a kid, so I always watched Dan TDM. And I woke up one time, and I sprinted out of my room into my parents' room. I'm just wrestling on their bed. I'm like, guys, have you seen Dan? Where's Dan? So they said, what the? Because my parents don't realize when I'm sleepwalking, but it is like 2 in the morning. So then I sprint to my sister's room. I'm like, where is Dan? So I'm in the kitchen, smashing drawers. I'm like, where's Dan? Have you seen Dan?
How old were you?
I don't remember. I think it's probably like 8. And then my parents like, who's Dan, honey? And it's like, they put me back to sleep, and then they told me the next morning. I'm like, Dan? Who the fuck? Who's Dan, bro? I was like, can you imagine if you accidentally sleepwalked while camping? You just walk off and you fall down a cliff or something.
Very wimpy kid joke, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a Zuby Mama joke.
Yeah.
So we are looking at 40 minutes. We gotta wrap this up pretty soon because we have a short to film, and
New short coming soon.
probably
It's probably gonna come out after.
maybe this upcoming weekend.
Yeah, who knows when this is gonna come out.
Acid reflux. Holy crap.
You what?
Nothing.
All right. Well, are we gonna wrap up? Thank you to our guests.
So Thank you.
You have to walk out like old people now. That's
you
tradition.
You have to walk out like old people. And cucumber. I have to stay seated. So
I've fallen and I can't get up.
you gotta get up. Okay. So we will wrap this up. But bye, guys. So.
Okay. Bye bye.
Can I please hold it for the end? With all my voice cracks and enough, this was actually a really fun episode to film.
They're just on the ground.
They're just wrestling each other. But jokes aside, this was a super fun episode to film, and let us know if there's any other locations you want to see us film. I had an idea if maybe we went to IKEA and we just filmed in IKEA. But yeah, let us know. Be sure to subscribe. Be on the lookout. Subscribe to Isaac Film because we're gonna have content posted very soon.
Channel.
Nah, you can step away from that. He only's got 500. If you get him to 1,000, I might make him another play button. I don't know.
Yay.
I might. It was a lot of work though. But anyways, that was the Back in My Day podcast, episode 9. We will see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Goodbye. Can you go,
Bye.
bye. Wait, hold on. Hold this. All right, now.
Bye.